Good day, learners. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to arrange rational numbers on a number line. So this is a continuation video on our previous lesson about rational numbers. So at the end of this video, you will be able to order rational numbers on a number line. So review muna natin yung last lesson natin about rational numbers. There we learned that a rational number is any number that can be expressed as a fraction. Like here, we have P over Q, where P and Q are integers, and Q should not be equal to 0. Rational numbers include whole numbers, ano pa po, fractions, decimals, that either terminate or repeat. So ano po yung excluded dito? Yung hindi po kabilang? Yes, yun po yung mga non-repeating and non-terminating decimals. Sila lang po yung mga hindi considered na rational numbers. And any fraction that has a denominator of 0. Okay, those are what we call undefined numbers. Now, let's proceed. Ito po yung symbol ng ating rational number, Q. Okay, which means quotient, no? Examples of rational numbers, we have 3, 5, 0, ano pa po, positive fractions, 1 over 2, 3 over 4. Terminating decimals, we have 0.75. It can be written as 3 over 4. Repeating decimals can also be written as a fraction, 2 over 3. Okay? So, examples po ng mga non-rational numbers natin, we have 5 over 0. We have these numbers here. Ito po yung mga tinatawag nating irrational numbers. They are non-repeating, walang nakikitang pattern dyan, at they are also non-terminating, hindi po natatapos yung mga numbers, or they are infinite. Okay, so now let us compare rational numbers. So we have here our first exercise. Exercise A, compare the two rational numbers by writing less than, greater than, or equal. So we have number 1, we have 1/3, and then we have the whole number 2. Now, para lang mas maintindihan natin ng mas maigi, I can teach you two ways to identify kung saan dyan ang mas malaking number. First, we can have a pictorial representations. No, in our mind, we can have this bar model. No, in our mind, we can picture that, for example, yung 1/3, meron tayong isang bar. All you have to do is to divide it into 3 parts equally. No, or pwede mong gawin to sa scrap paper. And then you can shade yung parts. So it's 1/3. Next, for 2, we know that there are 2 whole bars. So, as you can see, obvious naman, mas malaki yung 2. Okay? We can also have the decimal conversion. Para madali, you can just divide 1 by 3. You can have 0.3 and then compare it to 2. We know that this is already a whole number and 0.3 is just a decimal. Therefore, the number 2 is greater. Okay? Or 1 over 3 is less than 2. Next one, number 2, we have 4 over 5, and then we have 2 over 3. This time, this is now comparing two fractions. So, paano natin yan gagawin? First one is picturing in your mind a bar model. So, if we have here a bar for 4 over 5, isang bar yan, you can just divide it by how many parts? 5 equal parts. And then, shade mo lang kung ano yung numerator, 4. So, 4 bars, i-shade mo. And then, dun naman sa 2/3, same measurement nung bar natin. Just divide it into 3 parts. And then, shade mo lang yung 2 parts. Therefore, makikita mo na dyan kung alin ang mas malaki. So, we can say that 4 over 5, as you can see here, is greater than 2 over 3. Alright? And we can still use the decimal conversion. All you have to do is to divide yung numerator by the denominator. So we have 4 divided by 5, 0.8. No? 4 divided by 5. So 0.8 as compared to dividing 2 divided by 3. So 2 divided by 3, you will get 0.6. So anong mas malaki sa kanila? We have 0.8. Next, another way to do this is using the common denominator method. So, paano po ito? All you have to do is to get the common denominator of the two fractions. So we have 5 and we have 3. Ano po yung common denominator nila? We call this the least common multiple. Ano yung multiples ni 5? We have 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. Ano yung mga multiples ni 3? We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. So ano po yung least common multiple nila? It's 15. Okay? So 5 times 3 is 15. We have 3 times 5 is 15. So, i-multiply mo lang din sa numerator. So, we have 4 times 3, we get 12. 2 times 5, we get 10 over 15. So, parehas na sila now na parehas na sila ng denominator, mas madali mo na silang i-compare. We know that 12 is larger than 10. Another pinakamadaling way is to use the cross multiplication. So, paano yan? Okay, kung meron tayong dalawang fraction, 4 over 5, and then we have 2 over 3, i-cross multiply mo lang sila. Okay? So, 4 times 3, you will get 12. Ito namang denominator times the numerator of the second fraction, we get 10. So, alin sa dalawa ang mas malaki? It's 12. Therefore, the first fraction is greater than the second fraction. So, yun po yung ating sagot. 4 over 5 is greater than 2 over 3. So, I already shown you the different ways. Bahala na po kayo kung alin sa inyo ang mas madali dyan. It's your choice. But again, there are different ways how to solve a problem. Now, in number 3 to number 6, we can see that all of these are decimal numbers. So, how do we compare decimal number to another decimal number? So, let's have number 3. 0.43 is to 0.34. Sino po ang mas malaki sa kanila? So, always look back at the first decimal place. We have the tenths. Okay? Tenths. So, anong mas malaki sa kanila? We have 4 and then we have 3. Okay, dito pa lang mas malaki na si 4. So we can say that 0.43 is greater than 0.34. You don't need to go over the next decimal numbers, no? How about number 4? We have 3.7 and then we have 3.75. So kung titingnan natin yung first decimal place natin, first decimal number is 7. Parehas sila. So let's move on to the next one. We have here 5. In the hundreds place, meron ba dito? Wala. Okay, there's 0 or none. Therefore, mas malaki si 3.75. Okay, next, number 5, we have 1.5 is to 1.50 or 1.50. Okay, ibig bang sabihin nito, may 0 ito, mas malaki na siya sa 1.5? No. Okay, ibig sabihin lang yan, ito, there's just 0 here na sinulat pero it's not necessarily significant. So, hindi na significant value yung 0 natin dito. Parehas lang po sila. Okay? So, 1.5 is the same with 1.50. Okay, number 6, we have 10.124. Here, we have 10.1204. Okay, ano pong pinagkaiba? Mas mahaba ito, no? But take a look at the decimal numbers. So we have tenths, 1 parehas. Sa hundreds place naman, we have 2 parehas din. Dito sa thousands place, we have 4, while here we have 0. Okay? So ano pong mas malaki sa kanila? Siyempre yung 4. Okay? So we don't need to go over the next decimal numbers kasi alam na natin na mas malaki si 10.124. Alright? Okay, number 7, i-compare naman natin ang fraction to decimal. We have here 17 over 20 is to 0.85. So how do we convert this? There are 2 ways I'm going to show you today para ma-convert ito. The first method is to use the fraction conversion or i-convert natin yung dalawa into the same form, which is fraction muna. Okay? So ang i-convert natin si 0.85 into fraction. How are we going to do that? So let's just write here 17 over 20, the first fraction. And then we have 85 over 100. Paano po naging 85 over 100? Remember, this is tenths and this is hundreds, meaning there are 85 out of 100. Can we still simplify this? Yes, pwede pa. Okay, you can use the common denominator para maging parehas yung kanilang denominator. So, the first, we can make 20 into 100 para parehas sila ni second value natin. So, how did we come up with this? We just multiplied 20 by 5, we got 100. Ganun din po sa numerator. 17 times 5, we get 85. So, ano pong napapansin natin? No? Meron po bang mas malaki or mas maliit sa dalawa? No, parehas lang sila. Equal sila. Another version of this is you can simplify 85 over 100 para maging parehas sila ni 17 over 20. So kung isi-simplify mo, di-divide mo lang din sila sa 5. 85 divided by 5 is 17. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Parehas din sila. Okay? Another mas madali sa tingin ko itong decimal conversion. Okay? Bakit? All you have to do is to divide yung 17 divided by 20. You will get 0.85. Parehas po sila doon. Okay? Our answer is equal. Okay, next one. We have number 8. 3.7 is to 30 over 8. So, we will just apply here the decimal conversion by just dividing 30 by 8. Okay, again, we can convert this into a fraction. Pwede rin yun. Pero in this case, i-divide lang natin sila. We will get 3.75. So, 30 divided by 8 is 3.75. Parehas ba sila sa 3.7? No. Okay? We know that mas malaki yung 3.75 natin. Okay? Okay, now let's have number 9. In this example, we have a mixed number and a decimal. So how do we convert this so that it would be easier for us to compare? So there are two ways. Again, first, we can have this mixed number, gawin nating decimal para parehas lang sila nung second value. Next, we can have this decimal, gawin nating mixed number or fraction para mas madali ring i-compare. So let's see. Using the fraction conversion, kung i-convert natin si 1.7, no? Sinulat ko lang si 1 and 3 over 5 dito. Now, kung i-convert natin si 1.7, magiging 1 and 7 tenths. Okay, bakit? Remember, si 7 nasa 10th decimal place siya. So, it's just 7 over 10. And you just copy yung whole number part natin, which is 1. Now, hindi sila parehas ng denominator. So, mas madali kung parehas para mai-compare natin. Using the common denominator, all you have to do is, itong si 3 over 5, gawin mo siyang 6 over 10. Okay, multiply mo lang siya sa 2 para si 5 maging 10, si 3 magiging 7 din. Okay? So, mas madali mo na silang i-compare. So, anong mas malaki sa kanila? It is 7 over 10. Therefore, 1.7 is greater. Okay? Another way is using the decimal conversion wherein yung ating mixed number gagawin nating decimal number. So, paano po yan? All you have to do is multiply the denominator doon sa ating whole number, 5 times 1, and then plus 3. Okay? Kaya magiging 8 over 5 siya. Now, we can divide this 2 and we will get 1.6. So if we compare 1.6 by 1.7, we know that 1.7 is greater. Okay? Or 1 and 3/5 is less than 1.7. Okay, now let's proceed to example number 10. We have here two mixed numbers. So paano natin to i-compare? We can have the decimal conversion. So all you have to do is multiply yung denominator by the whole number part. So 3 times 2, we get 6. Plus 2, we get 8. Then copy the denominator. We can now divide this. 8 divided by 3 is 2.666 or it's a repeating decimal. How about the second mixed number? Ganun din po ulit. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3. We get 13 divided by 5. Okay, kasi 5 yung denominator natin. So we have 2.6. So ano po ang mas malaki sa kanila? They are both 6, but this one has a value after the tenths. Okay, decimal place. We have 666. Mas malaki po yung first na mixed number natin. Okay, so those are all the examples of how to compare two rational numbers, which is very important in arranging these rational numbers in a number line. So let's now proceed sa arranging rational numbers in a number line. Okay, so here in exercise B, we will arrange the following rational numbers in ascending order. Pag sinabi nating ascending order, from least going to the greatest in value. So we have here a mixture of decimal number and mixed numbers. No? So there are two ways how to compare and arrange this. The first one is comparing them or arranging them by converting all to decimal. Since mas madami ang decimal numbers, tatlo, as to two mixed number, pwedeng gawin natin silang lahat na decimal numbers. So let's convert them. We have here 1 and 3 over 10. How do we convert this to decimal? It will be 1.3. Okay, there are two ways. 10 times 1 is 10 plus 3, 13 divided by 10, you will get 1.3. Or you can just copy yung whole number natin here, 1, and just divide 3 by 10. It will give you 0.3. Okay, next, ganun din dito. So we have 1 and 1/2 is equal to 1.5. Okay? Isa at kalahati. No? So it's just 1.5. Now, you copy all the decimal numbers, then you are now ready to arrange. So kung i-arrange natin sila, mauuna si 1.1, followed by, ano po ang susunod? 1.2. Next is 1.3, followed by 1.5, and lastly, 1.9. Now, we can go back to the original numbers and then we can arrange them. So, 1.1, 1.2, ano yung 1.3 kanina? It's 1 and 3/10. Okay? Next is 1.5. Ano yung 1.5 kanina? It's 1 and 1/2. And then last na po si 1.9. Okay? That's how you arrange a rational number in the first way or method natin kanina by converting them to decimal. Now, how about if we convert all of this into a mixed number? Pwede rin po. Yun yung solution number 2. So, if you convert all this to fraction or mixed number, we have 1.1 magiging 1 and 1/10. Remember, you just copy the whole number part and then yung 1 natin dito, convert natin into fraction. It is 1 out of 10. So, nasa tenths siya. So, 1/10. Next one is 3/10. Okay? And then we have 9/10. And then we have 1 and 5 over 10. Okay? Bakit natin ginawang 5 over 10 si 1/2? Okay, kasi ang goal natin is maging pare-parehas yung denominators nila. So, para maging 10 si 2, all you have to do is multiply them by 5. So, 2 times 5 is 10. Yung numerator niya is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. So, 1.2 magiging 1 and 2/10 as well. Okay? Kasi si 2 nasa tenths place siya. Or arrange natin, we have 1 and 1/10, 1 and 2/10, 1 and 3/10, 1 and 5/10, and then lastly 1 and 9/10. If we go back to the original numbers, we will get this arrangement still. So, ganun lang po ang mag-arrange ng mga rational numbers. Okay, now this time, we will arrange rational numbers on the number line naman. So, ang goal natin is to plot the following rational numbers on the number line. So, aside from arranging them, dapat alam natin kung saan natin ilalagay dito sa number line. If we have here a number line from 0 to 5, where do we put all this? Okay? Isa-isayin natin. Let's start with 0.3. Saan natin ilalagay si 0.3? Now, we can convert this first into fraction. Pwede rin naman. Okay, like here, we have 3 over 10. Okay? So, asan banda yung 3 over 10? We know that this is a fraction, part of a whole. So, hindi pa siya aabot sa 1 whole. So, dito lang siya, 0 to 1. Kung i-base natin siya sa ating fraction, we can divide them by 10 parts. Okay, parang ganito. Dinivide natin into 10 equal parts. Then, we have 3. So, all you have to do is to count 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. Andito po yung ating point. Okay, dito po natin siya ipa-plot. So, this is 0.3. 3. Okay? Next, we have 1/2. Okay? 1/2, alam natin kalahati siya, no? So, easily, we can just plot it on the number line. But if you want to convert this still to decimal, pwede rin. It's the same with 0.5. Kaya dito sa ating number line, we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dito po sa gitnang-gitna. Okay, that is now the 1/2. Next one, we have 4. So basically, ipa-plot mo lang dito sa 4. And then next, we have a mixed number. We have 1 and 1/2. You can have options here again. You can convert this to decimal. It will be 1.5. So, lagpas na po siya ng 1 and then hatiin mo lang si 1 and 2 equally. Yung kalahati, that is now your 1 and 1/2. Okay, next we have 4.6. Okay, this time it's a decimal number. Okay, dito na tayo sa 4 banda, between 4 and 5. So, you can divide this into 10 equal parts. Okay, para makuha mo si 0.6, or you can convert this to fraction. Alam natin na si 0.6 ay 6/10. Kung i-simplify pa natin itong 6/10, we can have 3/5 by dividing this 2 by 3. Numerator by 2, and then denominator by 2, you will get 3/5. Pwede mong i-divide din ito into 5 equal parts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then get the 3 parts. So, dito po yung ating point. Okay? 4.6. Next one, we have 2 and 1/2. We can convert this into a decimal. Okay? 2.5. Or, as is lang siya, 2 and 1/2. Hatiin mo lang yung part ng 2 and then 3 dito. Sa gitnang bahagi, we can have 2 and 1/2. Next is 1 and 2/7. Okay? This time, 2/7, mas magandang ganyan na siya. You don't need to convert this to decimal. All you have to do is to divide between 1 and 2 into how many parts? Ang denominator natin ay 7. So we can divide it by 7. Bakit itong fraction ang gagamitin natin? Kasi kung i-convert natin sa decimal, medyo mas complicated na siya. It's now a repeating decimal. Okay? At mas mahirap tansyahin yan sa number line. Okay? Kung napapansin nyo, may bar yung ating decimal kasi paulit-ulit lang ito. No? Yan yung pattern niya. So, divide lang natin siya into 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, ano yung numerator natin? 2. So, hanapin lang natin yung 2. Okay, dito siya sa second part. Okay, there you go. That is 1 and 2/7. Okay. Lastly, we have 3.57, a decimal number. Okay. You can actually estimate this kasi 3.5, ibig sabihin nasa gitna na siya ng 3 at saka 4. So, hindi siya gitnang-gitna kasi meron pa tayong 7 dito. So, it's just 3 and 57/100. Now, hindi naman practical na i-divide mo into 100 parts. So, all you have to do is to estimate. Estimate ka na lang. Medyo gitna siya, no? Lagpas lang ng kaunti. So, 3.57. Okay? There you have it. I hope meron kayong naintindihan dito sa ating video lesson. First is you know how to compare two values, two rational numbers, before you can arrange them into number lines. Okay? In our next video, we will have operations on rational numbers. Ito na po yung last topic natin in the first quarter. So I hope abangan nyo po ang ating susunod na video. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again on the next video. Bye-bye and God bless. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.